Hello and welcome to Cryptoflifetales, Missing Persons, and today we are talking about the disappearance of Phoenix Coldon. On December 18th of 2011, 23-year-old Phoenix Coldon left her family home in Spanish Lake, Missouri and disappeared. Coldon grew up as an only child to Goldia and Lawrence Coldon. The family lived in a modest ranch in Spanish Lake, Missouri, an area just north of St. Louis. Now, Phoenix was mostly homeschooled and played a variety of musical instruments and was the local junior fencing champion. Now, Phoenix was last seen sitting in her car in her driveway in the 12600 block of Country Brook Drive in Spanish Lake, Missouri on December 18th of 2011. Her father saw her drive away at approximately 2:20 p.m. Her father told reporters that she was supposedly headed to a convenience store around the street or possibly a friend's house. Now, hours after she disappeared, her vehicle was discovered at about 4:27 p.m. and impounded at 6:23 p.m., abandoned but still running, 25 minutes from her home on St. Clair Avenue of East St. Louis. The vehicle was entered into the police database as abandoned, and allegedly the license plate of the car was not investigated, and the vehicle was not searched. The family was reportedly not notified of the car being discovered until a family friend searching independently discovered it in a tow lot. Now, upon an independent search by her family afterwards, the vehicle was discovered to still contain her glasses, purse, shoes, and ID. After her disappearance, all activity on her bank accounts, cell phone, and social media accounts stopped. DNA evidence gathered from her SUV indicated that there were no other individuals in the vehicle other than Phoenix and her parents. Now, Phoenix's parents, Goldia and Lawrence Coldon, they said the last time they saw their daughter, she was talking on her cell phone. Then she backed out the driveway and drove away. But none of Phoenix's friends claimed they were on the phone with her at that time, and the caller on the other end remains unknown. She was last seen wearing a black or dark blue hooded sweatshirt, gray sweatpants with the word Linderwood or the letters USML on one leg, and black sneakers. Now, Phoenix's loved ones described her as a responsible, intelligent, and deeply religious young woman. She had been homeschooled up until she graduated high school. She could play multiple musical instruments and was also a regional fencing champion. Now, when Phoenix moved out of the house after turning 18, she told her parents she was moving in with a female friend. They later found out she was in fact living with a boyfriend. She moved back in with her parents in 2011. She was a junior at the University of Missouri at St. Louis, but she didn't take any fall semester classes the year she disappeared. Her parents have independently searched for Phoenix after raising allegations of a lack of effort from local police. Through the years, they've talked to local drug dealers and prostitutes for information and hired a private investigator. Privately funding the search caused the family to go into foreclosure and the family's life savings to be drained. In 2012, a tip that led the family to Texas came from a man who claimed to know Phoenix's whereabouts and provided her family with very convincing details. Goldia Coldon said the family already had invested much of their money to search for Phoenix, but spent the remainder of their savings on private investigators to follow up on the lead. It was not until after the family's money was gone that the man who provided the tip admitted he fabricated the story. The disappearance of Phoenix is similar to the December 2011 disappearance of 36-year-old Stacy English in Atlanta. English was last seen alive on or about Christmas Day. On December 27th, English's disappearance was reported to police. Her vehicle, a 2006 Volvo S60, was also reported missing. It was later discovered English's vehicle was impounded around the time she is believed to have disappeared. When it was located, the vehicle was found abandoned 20 miles from English's home with its engine running. Now, Goldia Coldon said there is also a similar case in St. Louis. A young lady snatched out of a car in East St. Louis a few years ago while at a stoplight. They left her car running in the road and took her to a house in Illinois where a group of guys drugged, beat, and raped her. They wanted her to work as a prostitute for them. She waited till they left with just one of her captors. He passed out from drinking and she managed to escape the circumstances. The running car and the street are very similar, her mother says. Now, because of the possibility of her daughter could have been forced to work in the sex trade, Goldia Coldon and other family members have visited exotic dance clubs and interviewed local prostitutes. Phoenix's father, meanwhile, has taken on the task of leading searches in other areas. Little information is available in Phoenix's disappearance. She is missing under unknown circumstances. She may have traveled to Illinois or to San Francisco, California after her disappearance. Foul play is suspected in Phoenix's case, although no evidence points to it. She is 24 years of age as of 2012 and was last seen wearing gray sweatpants. Linderwood printed down one leg and a dark hoodie believed to be black or blue tennis shoes. Now, theories about the case. Number 1, she was abducted by sex traffickers. The area is known for being a hot spot for human trafficking. The St. Louis metro region is one of the top 20 areas in the country for human trafficking, says State Representative Nathan Tate. Number 2, she met with some other form of foul play. After Phoenix disappeared, all activity on her bank accounts, cell phone, and social media accounts seemed to abruptly halt, suggesting she may have met with some form of foul play that ended in her death that December afternoon. Now, Phoenix's parents, Lawrence and Goldia Coldon, have suggested that during the months before she disappeared, she may have gotten involved with the wrong people. Now, Thomas said Coldon has been linked to multiple different men, but no one has come up with any particular person. The last theory could be she ran away, which I find least likely. Now, Phoenix may have willingly run away. There have been also multiple reported sightings of Phoenix since she disappeared. These sightings, however, have never been confirmed, and her parents have repeatedly refuted that theory. Now, anyone wishing to contribute to the search for Phoenix, I will leave the information in the description box at the bottom of the video, as well as if you have any information that is linked to this case, the information will be in the description box as well. My prayers go out to her family and friends, and I hope that they find some resolution. Thank you so much for watching.